If you follow Nick Wright on Twitter, you would think that the Lakers were in 5th place. Nope.
Third,
back to 11th.
Tied for ninth.
Third was my
They're tied for ninth.
Tied for 12th, too. I'm being kind.
That's not how you say it.
I see
All
30,
4 of those
I
teams
see
are tied
33.
for ninth.
All right,
But
look
go
at
ahead.
12th.
Do the Lakers have a tiebreaker over those teams?
What?
No.
Right now, no, but they play him again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there you go. Brew, do you like AD shouldering the blame?
No!
Okay, that's what I thought.
You don't like him shouldering the blame?
No.
I did.
It's too late for that.
Oh.
Bruh, we got 14 games left. All right? If you're a Laker, it's too late for that. If it were game 12, oh, this would be great. Because, yeah, it's admirable to sit there and say, put it on me. But I'm tired of that. Dude, go out there and do damage. They're the Knicks, okay? They're not there. I know they've been playing well lately.
You guys got mad at me when I said the Knicks.
But I'm just like, that is the issue. It's too late for this. I don't need you to, apologize. This is the equivalent, the player equivalent of the 2-minute report from the NBA. It makes me no difference that a day after the game, the NBA admits, the referees made a mistake and cost you the game. You're not changing anything. You know what, AD? Instead of apologizing, how about you go, look, he had 17 points, shot 8 for 18. You have off nights offensively. I get that. But 1 for 5 from the foul line? You're a career 80% shooter from the free throw line. All right? And how about the game before where you scored 8 points?
Well, that's the bigger problem.
Yeah.
So 2 straight subpar, mediocre games. I don't want to hear the apologies. Just go out and ball.
That Friday night game, you weren't here Friday, Brew, but Wilds did another one of his, kind of soft launch of an anti-LeBron take.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just like, hey,
Let's took it out
here's
for a spin.
Anthony Davis with LeBron. Here he is without LeBron. Maybe what's preventing AD from reaching his full potential is LeBron. And then he, of course, scored 8 points on Friday and 17. Wilds.
Did I say that?
We were all.
Did I say I just put up a graphic. I was like, wow, he's really stepping up.
Interesting. Okay.
And he extrapolates all this nonsense.
I feel you.
Here is why it is concerning for me, other than the fact that it's a terrible loss. It's a terrible loss.
So you're with me, dude.
But it's not, to me, the reason it's worse than even what you're saying is it's not random. Anthony Davis had been playing great. Then what happened Friday? D'Angelo Russell came back. And it's like I'm not blaming this on D'Lo at all. D'Lo actually played great on Friday, played pretty well last night. But it's like the moment that it's like, oh, maybe I don't have to be excellent for us to win.
Okay.
He throttles down a bit. And now, to his credit, both nights, particularly Friday, he has been exceptional defensively, and the Lakers have been great defensively. Go ahead.
I'll show you the Lakers defense. This is shocking, bro.
It's why they're a
they've been playing great defense. I
didn't realize they were number 1, second in field goal percentage.
Yeah.
Defending the 3.
Since the deadline.
Rebounds are great. So, hey, it's working.
And AD gets credit for that. But you've got to get more.
You know what that tells me is that it's in his mind. Because offense, you got to think. I mean, you have to think about making a play, making a pass, things
aggressive.
like you going up shooting, you're thinking, or you try to play instinctively, but sometimes you're thinking. Defense, pure instinct. Defense is you don't really have to think about. I mean, I know you have to be in the right place and all that, but he's so
he's been great at
that he just has to go out there and play instinctively on that end. But on the other hand, you got to start thinking a little bit. And I think that's a problem.
Here. The losses matter. You showed the standings. If they had won that game, they're tied for 7th. Yeah. And a game out of 5. Instead, now they're tied for 9th, which, like you're saying, is the same as the 12 seed. Go ahead.
LeBron didn't play, but he did have a great sweater on. I tell you, he doesn't get enough credit for his great wardrobe.
LeBron.
Darvin Ham not sweating his absence. Get it? In fact, this might actually be good. Long quote panel. Everything's going according to plan. It's also good for him to unplug a little bit. Not be detached, but just mentally get a little bit of calming to everything that transpired over the year. So it's not just about him getting healthy. It's about him being in a good place mentally and spiritually. So we get the best version of him when he returns. Okay. Brew, are you buying that? Or Nick, are you buying that?
I'm not worried about LeBron's mentality at all. I think that he needs to unplug mental. I think that for LeBron, I don't think that's the case at all.
Agree.
I do think that if the Lakers can continue to play good basketball, Sunday night notwithstanding, and given their schedule, we can show it to you in a little bit later, I think they will be able to, that this could be good for their chances of a deep playoff run. I think LeBron having the time off and, not like everybody brings up, he was unbelievable in the bubble. He had 3 months off. This isn't the same, but he might end up, I think he's probably going to have a month off. They said he's going to be reevaluated at 3 weeks after the injury. So say that he comes back a week from there. That's a month.
Yeah, but what's the workload at that point? Is he playing 10 minutes?
No. I think
when he comes back, he'll be playing.
I think the first game
yeah.
he might be on a slight minutes restriction. But by the second game, I think he's full go.
Yeah, LeBron doesn't really do minutes restriction.
Right. It hurts the numbers.
Real.
So I actually think that's true, assuming they can more than tread water, which to their credit, prior to Sunday night, that's exactly what they'd been doing.
No, I'm with you. I mean, the bubble, I thought about that, but you're right. It was 4 months off. Yep. And then remember his first year in L.A., he had, 6 weeks off, and he came back, said it's playoff mode, and nothing happened. So I do think, though, that the rest can help him. I mean, it can't help but help him. And I'm with you. I don't think he's one of the mentally toughest guys in the league, obviously. He's been through everything. He's seen it all. He doesn't need to unplug. But I think what it does allow him to do is sit there and watch. This is a new team, all right? And he can sit there and watch and figure out, okay, what's the best way for me to fit in with these guys? Because he's not going to come in and just be ball dominant like the older LeBron. Now he's, he's more off the ball and scoring, and I think he's figuring out where he can fit.
Can I show you some wilds? Because you mentioned the new team. I think LeBron likes this team.
Yeah.
And listen, LeBron has not tweeted much over the last few weeks. He tweeted once saying a lot of NBA players are trash compared to his son.
Yep.
He tweeted a weird dream about Michael Jordan and Duke UNC. Maybe keep that one in the chamber, Bron. And then these. And the most recent one is, man, I love this team, and that's from Friday night, the comeback win. And
he probably wish he could have that one back.
Well, no, because I do think this is the type of team we have seen him be successful with. They don't have overwhelming shooting, but they have now all of a sudden enough shooting. Mm-hmm. They have switchable players, and
defense.
Right. So this reminds me a lot of the Laker team from 2020. Where there is not a third star. That team did not have a third star. That was not some super team. It was LeBron and Anthony Davis and pieces that fit. And right now, I think he's excited about that.
Look, with AD at his best, they got two, and we talked about it, 2 top 10 players. Not many teams can say that. And then D'Angelo Russell can play.
He's a good third
Dennis
option.
Schroeder can play.
And Vanderbilt's been, you called that.
Yeah, he's
Vanderbilt's
a really good
been
defender.
excellent.
Absolutely.
He's been the most important piece of that trade, aside from getting Beverly off the team, which obviously was the most important thing they did.
Odds to win the West. Denver, still number 1, even though they've lost 3 in a row.
Anybody betting that? Send me your betting slips if you think Denver
Suns have no KD. Warriors got a W. Memphis, we don't know what they're doing.
You laughed at this question. Why? I want you to go first.
Can I tell you the truth and then I'll throw it to you? I thought we were talking about winning the West regular season.
Okay.
I was confused.
Are you serious?
Well, that's mathematically impossible.
Well, that's why I was revolting in the meeting. I was like, what is this question?
All right, so you don't, okay.
That's why.
All right, good. Because Wilds in our morning meeting literally said, he goes, well, that's utterly ridiculous. But if Nick believes it, I guess we can do the question.
He would have thrown something at you had we been in the same.
One final thing.
Yeah.
Your Mavs, I know we're doing a Lakers block, have lost 7 of the last 10.
Yeah, he has no faith in the Mavs.
Shockingly,
he's off the Mavs.
Has,
just
are we doing the Mavs here or the Lakers here?
I was going.
What are we doing?
We got to do a Mavs.
So here, all right, we'll do the Mavs soon. I promise. But right now, let's talk about the Lakers.
Take integrity is out the window.
So there's no take integrity about this.
Mr. Consistency out the window.
So. The Lakers,
sweater in the graphic.
I don't think they have to get to the 6 line. I think they still can, but the Warriors winning in OT plus their loss makes it a hell of a lot harder. Mm-hmm. But what I would like to show you is where their schedule is the rest of the way and where it ranks in the league. Because I think we can show it to you. Because something's going to jump out at you. It's the easiest schedule left in the league. So when you look at let's just assume LeBron is back in April.
Right.
I look at that and I say, they're playing 2 tough teams until April.
Yep.
The Mavs, who are struggling, as you guys mentioned, and the Suns, who won't have Durant.
Right.
So, and then when you look at the rest of the West, I'll tell you right now, the team right now that is playing the best basketball is the Sacramento Kings. Light the damn beam. And the Lakers, by the way, and then I'll throw it to you, Brew, since the 2-10 start, it's been 4 months to the day since their 2-10 start. Only 2 teams in the West have more wins, Denver and Sacramento. So it's not just like this to me in a wide open West when I don't think Jokic is, this Giannis level player that's going to rampage through it. I do think they are more than viable to go on a deep run.
You said wide open, and that's an understatement. I mean, really, Phoenix now, Kevin Durant. Now, I know he'll be back for the playoffs, and James Jones, the GM, said he could play right now for the playoffs.
Oh.
Even if that's look, they're going to be going into the playoffs with him probably playing, 7 games or so with the team?
Yeah.
As much as I like the roster, I mean, that's a tall order to expect them to win the West with just 7 games under their belt together. Denver, they've lost 3 straight to bad teams. I mean, Brooklyn's been playing well, but still. And then Jamal Murray went out yesterday with soreness in his knee.
Oh, no. Get Jokic more help.
You mentioned Sacramento.
Light the damn beam.
But they're too, I think you would agree with me. They're too young to win the West.
I think
so. Memphis too immature. Dallas has their issues. Golden State has its issues. I mean,
that's the thing is,
it is wide. The Clippers and the Lakers are 2 of the most dangerous teams.
Yeah, the bottom half of the bracket is going to feel so much more dangerous than the top half. If 5 through 8 is Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Mavs, and 1 through 4 is Denver, Sacramento, Memphis, Phoenix. Phoenix at 4. 5 through 8 is going to feel way more dangerous.
No doubt.
God, I hope they get Denver in round 1. But I don't want them to play light the beam. I want the Kings to win. I want them to get Denver in round 1. Be the 8
King, I would think LeBron's experience would get them past the Kings.
I know, but I just want the Kings to win. But I just want the Kings to win.
You just want them to beat Denver. I know. I hear you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.